It appears that Pakistan is next in line in South Asia to suffer the brunt of the economic mismanagement and a series of overwhelmingly populist decisions by successive governments. Following IMF's duress to take strong calls, Islamabad last week introduced unprecedented hikes in gasoline prices, triggering anger amongst the people in the country. Newly appointed Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, however, said the decision was taken in the larger interest of the country. For the record, Pakistan has been under economic stress for the past few years and it has been bailed out by one or the other ally on all occasions.
Long queues have emerged outside petrol kiosks across Pakistan as the government last week brought in a sudden spike of around 20% in petrol prices to keep what it calls economic crisis at bay. The government said the move would allow the country to continue receiving aid from the International Monetary Fund. The new price of petrol would be 179.86 rupee per litre and diesel will be 174.15 rupee, said Finance Minister Miftah Ismail at a news conference in Islamabad. People, however, say that their livelihood has been affected massively by the government's decision and urge the establishment to roll back the call. In line with expressing anger, dozens of rickshaw drivers protested the price hike in Lahore.
अगर पेट्रोल महंगा हुआ तो हर चीज़ महंगी हो जाएगी। गरीब आदमी या तो लटेरा बन जाएगा या खुदकुशी करेगा, क्यों उसने अपने बच्चे पालने हैं। इस 30 रुपए कोई कम रेट नहीं है, बहुत ज़्यादा रेट है। कभी आज दिन तक इतना पेट्रोल महंगा नहीं हुआ। यही हमारी रिक्वेस्ट है, ये इसकी कीमत को फ़ौरन वापस लिया जाए।
Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif defended his government's call, saying that hiking fuel prices was inevitable in order to protect his country from bankruptcy. Making a statement in Islamabad, Sharif said the decision was taken as the country is witnessing a difficult economic situation. The price hike had been the main issue between Pakistan and the IMF as a part of an agreement to withdraw subsidies in the oil and power sectors to reduce the country's fiscal deficit before the annual budget is presented next month.
दुनिया में पेट्रोल और डीजल की कीमतें आसमान को छू रही हैं। तेल पैदा करने वाले मुल्कों से लेकर तरक्की याफ्ता ममालिक समेत सब इस शदीद माशी सूरत हाल से दोचार हैं, लेकिन साबिक हुकूमत ने अपने सियासी फ़ायदे के लिए सब्सिडी का ऐलान कर दिया, जिसकी कौमी ख़जाने में कोई गुंजाइश नहीं थी। हमने अपने सियासी मफाद को कौमी मफाद पर कुर्बान करना कौमी फ़र्ज़ जाना, क्योंकि ये फ़ैसला पाकिस्तान को माशी दिवालियापन से बचाने के लिए नागुज़ीर था।
Earlier, the IMF and Islamabad had reached a deal to release over $900 million in funds once Pakistan removed the fuel subsidies and hiked prices. The funds come from a $6 billion package agreed with IMF in 2019. Ousted Prime Minister Imran Khan had given the subsidy in his last days in power as the country faced double-digit inflation. A move the IMF said deviated from the terms of the 2019 deal. About half of the funds out of the $6 billion deal are yet to be released, and it is not clear when the IMF review would take place. Meanwhile, the observers who have been constantly looking at the economic turn of events in the country said the government should not have burdened the common people in one go as this would affect everybody's life.
Oil price increase makes common man life miserable. It also stifles the growth of the economy and it put impact on demand and supply. It not only impact demand and supply, but it also create a lot of troubles for a common man. Everything is going to transport, and that is only on oil. We also make the electricity on oil, and that is the electricity is also going to increase. And I believe that this is going to be a very tough time for the Pakistanis.
International observers had opined time and again that Pakistan was treading on thin ice when it chose the path of subsidies and populism instead of going tough to protect its economy. While some of them blame the recently ousted Prime Minister Imran Khan, others say it has been the principal policy of nearly all Pakistani governments over the years. And it has not just dented the country's economy, but the commoners have also been put at massive risk for their economic lives hang in balance amidst the looming crisis.